Hey guys, welcome back to the second devlog of Managerie. I hope you guys enjoy the video and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. In these past 2 weeks, my focus has been on improving the item system and adding tools and a player. So I started off by creating a quick little icon for the Bigometer item. It's basically gonna be what you use to keep creatures knocked out. It basically increases the torpidity. This is the resources data table that I made. You specify the name of the resource, the health the resource has. In this case, the Bigometer does not have any health because it's not a actual resource node. And then you can specify what resources the item gives, because in this case the berry is the actual bush and it gives the berry and the Bigometer. And then next to it you can specify the drop rarity for the corresponding item. So like the berry has a 80% chance and the Bigometer has a 40% chance. And then the min and max drop amounts aren't for the resources that it drops, but for the resource itself. So like for any resource, the berry will drop 1 to 3 and the Bigometer will drop 1 to 2. And then there's the harvest tools. So basically it's an enum of the none, hand, so like a punch kind of, pickaxe and axe so far. So for a berry, so to harvest a berry you'd interact, you'd use the interact button and that counts as none. And then as you'll see later, there's gonna be like trees and rocks and stuff that will use the pickaxe and axe. Alright, so as you can see here we have the bush, and then if I walk up to it and interact with it, I will get like a berry. And then if I interact again, I get 2 more berries and 2 more Bigometers, which shows the randomness and the drop rarity as well. And then if I harvest again, as you can see, it's working flawlessly, and that's the health gone of the bush. Alright, so now let me tell you guys a story. It's like not about something big, it's only like what took me a whole week. So yeah, so this is involving creating the player, and as you guys know, I am a expert modeler and animator. So yeah, this was my first player model. Looks kind of like a pumpkin, like a lot like a pumpkin. So I quickly scrapped that, and I remembered that from like last December or something, I had a player model for a shooter game that I've been making, but I mean, yeah, it's not that good. So I tried to animate it. It looks a bit stiff, and then I decided to change up my plans and like use the Unreal mannequin skeleton and create a character based off of that. And the first one doesn't look that bad, to be honest, except it's a bit like thin and the fingers are all messed up and stuff. So then I redid it, and now it looks a lot better, and this is the one I'm still going with. It's definitely nothing final, but it works for now. Like, I'm no professional, so I'm just gonna stick with this until I decide to upgrade. After the player model was done for like the time being, I decided to make the pickaxe and an icon of it, and then I quickly harvested from a bush. Yes, harvested it, and well, the first attempt at equipping it didn't exactly work out, as you can see. Alright, so then I completely ignored the problem with the equipping and made a swing animation, which isn't that bad. Alright, so after the swing animation, being the amazing developer I am, I continued to ignore the equipping problem and decided to just like test out what first person would be, and yeah, so it didn't exactly work out because you have yourself staring at you when you look down, which I don't know for most people, but that's kind of concerning if you ask me. Like, I'm not sure what you guys think, but for me it's concerning. And now I finally fixed the equipping system. Well, there never was a system, but now there is. So when nothing's equipped, the player is just like how he normally is, and then when you equip something, he goes into the hold pose, which can be specified for each like tool or weapon, and then you can play the swing animation. And in this case, the swing animation isn't the best, but that does get fixed later on, so don't worry. And as you can see, going back to the item system or resource system, mining a bush doesn't give anything because that wouldn't make sense, but then interacting with the bush does give something because, well, that makes sense. With the equip system done, and a very easy way to add extra tools and stuff, I made an axe, because you can't have a pickaxe without an axe. It just doesn't make sense. So there's really no real way to actually get these items, like the tools. So I did not make crafting yet. That's what I'm gonna be doing the next 2 weeks. So well, how am I gonna get this axe then? Well, harvest it from a bush, duh. So yeah, as you can see, it looks fairly similar to the pickaxe, just the like heads changed, the stick is still the same, and the swing animation isn't like the best, but it'll be fixed later on. Alright, so with the pickaxe and axe done, I decided to add some more resources. So I started off with, well, a rock, and it drops stone, obviously, and it's only harvestable by a pickaxe, cause that makes the most sense, and that's really all there is to a rock. The second resource I added this week was a tree, cause rocks and trees are like the most basic resources. So a tree really only gives wood and is harvestable by an axe. With all of that done, I decided to decorate the map with trees, rocks, and bushes. It took a while because the map is very big, but I also fixed the animations, as you can see, and now they look like they're much better because the swing actually like looks like it's swinging across instead of just forward. Alright, and then to finish things off, I just added a like small pop-up that appears in the bottom right corner of the screen that shows like what resources you harvested. It's not perfect, but like it looks good enough for now. Alright, and then to finish things off, I just added a like small pop-up that appears in the bottom right corner of the screen that shows like what resources you harvested. It's not perfect, but like it looks good enough for now.